Right, there's my truck parked outside where I live, and there's where I live. I've been here for 5.5 years, almost longer now. 42B, it's the address and it's the name of the backpackers where I am. This is the car park where you first drive in. The building on the right there used to be a laundry. It's now a 2-bedroom house, I think. The car park's plenty of room in the car park if people park properly, but that doesn't always happen around here, unfortunately. And we're coming up to the door, the main door. That's the kitchen window there. We'll just go through the door here, and then we'll go to the outside. This is the back of the house. Nice little garden here. There's a small barbecue there. There's a bigger one as we go down the steps later. This is a nice little area to sort of sit on a sunny day, not so nice on a day like today. The big house behind there, that is also part of the complex now. It used to be separately owned, but the owners have since brought that. It was originally all part of the complex to start with. We go down the stairs here to the lower part of the garden. It used to be a Kiritani hospital originally. Then it was a tertiary sort of accommodation place, and then it was the accommodation for City College, apparently. Then it was left for a long time, and it sort of fell to rack and ruin. But yeah, it's much more useful now. These are the chickens. There's the ducks here. The ducks a bit ho-hum about ginger biscuits for some reason. I thought they'd be really excited about it. This is Bella. Bella's a deer that bites your fingers if you don't give her the apple quick enough. She was found as a very small deer. I think it must have been some deer hunters or something like that. Shot the mother, and she was sort of left over. But yeah, she's finding it a bit easier with the apples in half. See the tail wagging? I guess that's a lot like a dog. Lambs do the same thing. They wag their tails when they're drinking from their mother. You know, it's like a, I don't know, contented or a happy thing for them to do. I guess she really likes apple, and it'd be so much nicer, a nice sweet apple rather than boring vegetables that she usually gets and grass. I'll give these chickens, I think they're the neighbours' chickens actually, they quite often come over here because there seems to be more food here, but I'll give these chickens the apple and see what they're not even interested in that. They're not proper chickens, obviously. The door on the left is a gymnasium in there, you know, just a small gym that's sort of made up. I haven't been in there yet because I go to Splash Centre, which is it's got all the gear in that Splash. I have to pay to go, but it does everything I want in there. The chickens, they're a bit ho-hum about ginger biscuits as well. Maybe I should have bought arrowroots or Anzac biscuits or something. They might have been a bit more interested in them. But I don't know. They're obviously too well fed. Yeah, we've had chickens before and they've never turned their nose up at biscuits, no matter what sort of biscuits they were. There used to be a goat here, Gizmo was a young goat. He was a little troublemaker. Well, goats, what they do is they spend all day looking for ways to escape and ways to get into things. He's a good friend of Bella here, but he got a bit noisy at night. He's obviously looking for a woman or wanted company or something like that. So he went off to a farm, and he really did go to a farm. It wasn't, the farm. He went to be with other goats and that, and apparently he's happy there. So who really knows? Goats don't talk much about their happiness. So along here, this is where Bella goes at night. She gets the manager lets her out of her enclosure, and she wanders around here at night, and he puts her back in first thing in the morning, so that she doesn't run out of food and it doesn't muck up her thing too much. This is all down below. We're heading now towards where I've been told I can park my fire truck at some stage when it's all ready for me. It's obviously not there. There's a couple of stacks of stuff there to be moved and things like that, but it'd be a good area to park the fire truck in, to do some work on it. But now here we are going into the house. The line on the wall there is to represent the river, because Wanganui is a river city. There's a river goes right through the middle of the city. It's the main feature of the town, really. This is the dining room. Plenty of room in there. Ping pong table, a piano. It's a nice area to sit if you've got nothing better to do, and sit and read a book or something. We go along the hallway here. This is the kitchen. It's a good big kitchen downstairs. Just past the fridge there are 2 gas ovens. There's plenty of room in there, but still have to line up. That's the office on the right. That's the door that came through. This is the reception area beside the office. The TV room here. The 5.5 years I've been here, I've never watched a TV unless I'm waiting for my washing to finish or something like that. I'll go in and chat to the people in there and what I see on TV, or if I go on holiday maybe, and I certainly don't miss watching TV. That's for real. It's a bit of a drop-in place, for the people. There's an outside door so the smokers can go out and that. This is the laundry for the tenants. I used to use it. I don't so much now. I go to the laundromat because often there's a line of stacks of clothes ready to be washed, and you have to stand in line and someone will try and sneak in front of you. It's just not worth it. I'd rather go to the laundromat myself. Down there is one of my subscribers lives. These are all rooms down here. Now this is where I am up here. I like that. It's private, you see. So we go up the stairs up to where we are at the landing. Now the toilet paper isn't always on the thing. I threw it up when I first went down because we were getting low up here, and I thought, rather than walk all the way up, I'll just throw it from the bottom and it can land up there. This is the lounge area where we relax. It's got a log fire there. This is my nest, as I call it. It's where I sort of spend most of my time and relax and things. There's a sitting area for the other tenants. We're going into the dining room now. Nice big pantry there. and see, you can see it's upstairs. Out here, on a fine day, we can't see it now, but you can see Mount Ruapehu there from inside there. We've got our own kitchen. Someone's not washing their dishes properly in there by the look of it. Another pantry to be used. These are bedrooms off the hallway along here. There's 6 bedrooms up here. We've got the toilet, which is close to my room. You know, being an old man, I need the toilet close. Again, the fat bugger in the mirror is me. Nice, you know, nice sized bathroom and that. What made Tom? Right, well, when I was young, you know, things that didn't sort of involve me or concern me at any stage, I didn't really take an interest in, you know, and I was pretty naive, and when it came to different things, different lifestyles and stuff like that, I had absolutely no idea, you know, what went on in the world, and you know, it didn't really worry me anyway. But you know, sometimes I'd be, you know, we'd be at the park and I'd use the toilets, and the writing on the walls in the toilets was like Penthouse Forum, you know, there's all the stories about what went on and stuff like that. And I'd sort of read them and I'd think, oh, God, I've never seen a woman in here. What's going on, you know? And there'd be promises of, you know, be there at 8 o'clock at certain night and stuff like that. And I'd think, God, you know, maybe I should stop and see what this woman looks like, you know. But of course I never did. It was just sort of a thought. But you know, when I was probably 15, just turned 15, when there's not much happening in Caravan where I came from, you know, 5,000 people, and you know, we'd be looking for things to do. We'd drive to Wellington, which, you know, wasn't a hell of a lot better. There was more people around, I guess, and there were some things open, but they were nightclubs, and you know, we were never dressed very well or anything like that. But I remember one time we went, it was upstairs to a nightclub, and the guys and I were all standing on the landing outside the door, and you know, they were sort of giggling, like, you know, 15. Well, they were a bit older than me, you know, 2 or 3 years older than me, but I didn't have a clue what was going on. I mean, it was just a nightclub inside, you know, people dancing around and stuff like that. And we were sort of all looking in the door, and all of a sudden one of them pushed me in, and I went inside, and no one did anything about it from inside. So I thought, oh well, I'll go for a walk around and see what's going on. And I walked around, and this sophisticated older looking lady came up to me and smiled, and she squeezed my genitals, and I thought, oh my God, you know, oh my God. And so, well, you know, what am I going to do? I didn't have a clue what to do. So, of course, what I did is I rushed out and told the guys what was going on, you know, and I was saying, you know, and she really likes me. I God, you know, what am I going to do about it? And by this time they were almost rolling on the floor laughing, you know. They thought it was absolutely hilarious. And they had to explain to me that, you know, it wasn't really an older sophisticated lady, it was a guy dressed up as a lady. And, you know, I probably could have had sex easily, but not the way I envisaged having it. So, you know, it was, oh God, such a fright. I was first down the stairs and out onto the street to get away at that stage, but you know, they laughed about it for weeks afterwards. But I remember in 2003, 2004, I had a friend, a lady who I got on well with. She was living next door to this couple, and she said to me, she says, they're getting married tomorrow, do you want to come over and meet them? She says, we can go to the wedding if you like. Oh, okay, I'm always up for a do, and we went next door, and the guy who was getting married was, his name was Bruce, and he did a drag act, and his name was Rose Bush, but his partner was Ken, who, they'd been living together for quite a while, and it had only just become legal for same-sex couples to get married or to have a civil union or whatever it's called. So they wanted to be the first in the country. But, we went over there and sort of met them and were chatting away, and I can't remember what job my partner at the time had to do, but my job was to pick rose petals off the rose flowers and put them into a bowl so they could be spread in front of the couple as they walked down the aisle. And all I could think while I was doing it was, God, if my mates could see me now, all the teasing and everything would start all over again. But we went, my partner and I, we went to the wedding the next day. Had a good time, it was a nice meal and friendly atmosphere and everything. And I just, what a difference a bit of time makes, when I was 15 till when I was well into my 40s, heading on for 50, it's everything changes, doesn't it? Your outlook on life and everything. So it was a good time that we had and everything, and I didn't run out on the street screaming like I did the last time. But but that's another part of me. Hey, thanks for watching this video, and like, subscribe and all those other good things. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.